welcome back to the PSG Siege Showdown. We are coming right on back to Coastline. It is UC versus DNMK. UC going to be starting off on the defense and DNMK on attack. We saw an incredible performance from DNMK against ATK in the previous match. And in the previous round at least, that was absolutely insane. And now up against UC. Gonna have to wonder to see what happens in this match. It's gonna be interesting to say the least. Thatcher, of course, gonna be taken off the board. No surprises there. I'm expecting potentially a Monty ban, and there it is, of course, coming out as well. That has been one of the consistently banned operators in recent times, especially on maps like this, and as well as Clubhouse. So, of course, that's taken off the board. Now we're going to see which defense operators are going to be banned here. I'm expecting potentially maybe, oh, well, there goes the Valkyrie. I was expecting maybe a Mirror to come out. Maybe we'll see a Clash being taken off as well, depending on what these teams want to take off the board. But soon we will know, we will have our answer, and then we will be heading into the first round. So there goes the Mirror, of course, that power being taken away. And there we go. Banned operators done and dusted, and now we're heading in to that first round. Alright, let's have a look and see which operators these teams pick up right here. It is going to be a kitchen defense to start things off. Melusi, Maestro, Jaeger, Smoke, and Bandit going to be the choices for Team UC, and of course on the side of DNMK, a pretty standard operator lineup, except the Lion coming out there. The Jackal, of course, being left up does mean he is going to be employed on this map, and man, he is a pretty terrifying operator sometimes. He can really crunch the numbers on those rotators, on the roamers. Definitely want to keep an eye out for him, because he's certainly keeping one out for them. And Oryx actually going to be 6th picked away from the Bandit instead, so maybe they've got a trick up their sleeve here, trying to start things off a little bit surprising, maybe. Play their trump card straight away and get a quick, easy round. We'll see if UC can make it happen here on the defense side, picking up the kitchen as well. One of the strongest sites. And, well, Hibana's still on the board, but not being employed by DNMK. They've got other ideas, such as the Lion coming out to try and just be a bit of an annoyance. Alright, let's take a look and see how this round pans out so far. Of course, some heavy reinforcements going right down there on towards the kitchen, and all the players from DNMK, of course, approaching from those ruins. Seems to be standard for DNMK. Moving on in, clearing out things nice and quickly, actually. Doobie, of course, moving up with Ash, getting nice and aggressive here. He has to be careful of these angles. Almost gets caught out from the side, but thankfully still alive, and Odin is there to support as well, making sure the teammates stay alive for as long as possible, making sure to put the pressure on, and certainly it is indeed on. DNMK slowly creeping around. Enjoy scouting some things out, as well as Odin, and here comes Doopy, as per usual. Getting nice and aggressive here, looking for those kills. Waiting for the push, and here comes the head, and he's not expecting it. He's not able to adjust in time. Instantly taken out by the Elder. Now it's a 1-for-1. Both teams sitting on 4 players each, and still 1 minute and 50 left to go. Plenty of time. Here comes Odin, though. He has to be careful. He finds the Jaeger. That's a good one. Doesn't have to worry about that angle anymore. Still being nice and cautious. This is good to see. Zofia coming out. Well, Melusi gadget being nothing but an annoyance for the time being. DNMK. Still 3 players up. It's a 3 against 3. Everything has been even so far. And of course, here comes the Jackal. Doing the work. Spotting out those players. Let's see if DNMK can make the final distance in towards the site. Here comes the information play. It might be enough. Comes the smoke grenades to block in things. In comes the Jackal. Lots of damage being done by Levent, or to Leventus, should I say. Enjoy and Dan, the man now the last ones, but the diffuser can get planted. There goes one more. So it's a 2v2, constantly even, but something's got to give somewhere. Dan, the man, just absolutely going for it, but the shotgun gonna find him. Take him straight on out, and there goes another one. 1 for 1 every single time. These teams have gone absolutely even so far, but with the time slowly ticking out, of course, does have to get that diffuser down at some point. Oh, actually stops the defuse in the nick of time. Peachy with a couple of stray shots to just force him off the angle. Actually hears the footsteps coming out, but he finds the win in any case. DNMK just managing to make the first round doable. That was a 1 for 1. Both of these teams were matching each other kill for kill until finally decided to do something about it. So DNMK will pick up that first round. Just barely, though. They're going to have to continue to put in the work if they want to get those rounds. And of course, we will be heading back to Kitchen once again. Certainly going to be an interesting one, considering that these teams went pound for pound in the previous round. Heading back into Kitchen means that it's still anyone's game here. DNMK managed to execute the successful attack. But can they do it again is the question. Let's have a look. UC, you've got to make sure their setup is clean. Going 1 for 1 is fine, but ultimately you've got to find that win as well. Got to cross that finish line. And we'll see if they can make it happen.
5 seconds to go. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
DNMK making their attack run, moving on up nice and swiftly to the building, getting themselves set up for that eventual push, and, well, getting that information as well. Doopy once again getting nice and aggressive with the support of the team, droning things out. Making sure he's good to go. And with the support of line, it makes things a little bit easier. Ping 2.0 being utilized to just pop out those positions. Oh, and that nice head being found by Leventus. That's a good opener. Here comes Doopy now, making sure everything's clean. Enjoy now coming in from behind as well. DNMK looking nice and clean so far. Methodically just cleaning out the sites. Cleaning out the map. Making sure they're ready to go. It's a typical DNMK setup so far, but can they continue to execute it? Will the attack be enough? They've got control of the second floor now. They're going to do some vertical play. They're going to open things up to try and get those angles in. The question is, can they make it happen? Con gonna find some shots now with the SMG-11. Just holding things off for the moment. Oh, heads almost found Con again, just sitting there, making sure that he's holding those angles nice and clean, and finds another one, but doesn't get the kill. Lots of damage done, and he actually eventually goes down there. Can't challenge for too long. The SMG-11 doesn't have enough bullets for that. So once again, DNMK with a little bit of a lead, but in the previous round, they went 1 for 1 every single time. And that outcome might just happen once again, depending on how this next fight goes. With 40 seconds left, the DNMK have got to find something. They have the man advantage, but they've got to set up that execute. Oh, here comes the challenge. Leventus pushing on through. Doopy has gone down, and Leventus will find the kill. Makes sure to just close that out, but gonna need to find a couple more. Maestro and Malusi, the last two left, but 15 seconds left. They can make this happen. This is still doable, despite the disadvantage in terms of manpower. This is still very doable. 7 seconds left. The DNMK have fallen flat. They haven't been able to do it in time. This might just be the end. This could be the round, and it looks like it might just be, and it is. UC will pick up the second round. There it is. DNMK just running out of steam at the end. Not able to execute in time. And there it is. 1 for 1 so far. A little bit of a reflection of the first round where they were going 1 for 1 in terms of kills. Now they've gone 1 and 1 in terms of rounds down in kitchen, and now they'll be moving up to hookah and billiards on the second floor. You see looking to mount their defense here. Goyo and Jaeger and Wamai. Classic setup to waste as much time as possible to mount as much of a defense as possible. We'll see if they can make it happen. DNMK, really, really good performance in their previous round.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
They came in full force, seriously do some damage.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Can they pick up that same pace though? That's the question.
5 seconds remaining. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
You see, getting their presence set up towards the map as, of course, DNMK make their way on in. So far, with everything evened out, somebody's got to try and take the lead here. Oh, there's one drone by DNMK finding a lot of information. We've got some really good intel about the setup from UC. If they can play off of that, it might just be doable here. Doopy with a nice opener there is going to make things a lot more doable here. Skalas got a lot riding on his shoulders at the moment. He's got to just stave off the attack for as long as possible. Zofia playing right outside this angle. He's aware of his positioning. Does peek out just a little bit, but knows can't really commit to it just yet, especially considering the swing from Wamai is definitely possible once that happens. Ooh, here comes the support. Leventus from behind. That forces Goyo to peek, and that's going to push him right into the crosshairs of DNMK. And now DNMK showing their signature style, just dismantling that defense, and with every single player still remaining on the board, Beachy and Zerd have a lot of work to do. Make that just Beachy. And he has to find so much. He finds Lion, but takes a little bit of damage in the process, trying to find an angle, but he's getting taken from so many different sides. He's got to be worried. And there it is, the peak finally comes out. Enjoy to close things out, and DNMK will take round 3 nice and decisively. Maybe this is where they start pulling ahead, who knows. We certainly will see as we move on in towards round 4. DNMK with a slight lead here. But it could be taken away at any second if UC win another. Even things out again. 1-2. As we head back to hookah and billiards, UC confident that they can mount a much better defense this time around. DNMK looking to pick up a similar operator lineup.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused.
Alright, here we go. A look and see if they can successfully defend this site once again. It just slipped out of their grasp in the previous one. Their defense was dismantled. Some very good setting up by DNMK. Some good support and just keeping themselves on the right pressure points. They were able to squeeze hard enough that UC had to come out of hiding, had to expose themselves. That's when they crumbled.
5 seconds remaining.
The question is DNMK going to be able to pull out the same tricks? Are they going to be able
Defuse a bomb.
to give us that clean attacking side once again? Or is UC going to be able to mount a successful defense here? Because, well, in the previous one they did show us that it's possible. As soon as they lost Kitchen in the first round, they just came right on back and made it work. This time around, looking to do a similar thing here on the second floor from Hookah and Billiards. But whether or not it'll work is a different question entirely.
A bomb has been located.
Here comes Doopy, as per usual, getting nice and aggressive. Looking for those kills, but does he spot him out? He hasn't noticed the pixel that was showing, but he comes in for the head, aware that there could be a second, but he can't win the fight. Does eventually go down, and a quick drop from Con is going to mean that he gets out of that situation safely. So it is a 1-for-1, at the very least. Nobody benefiting all too much, but it has slowed DNMK down just a little. But is that going to be enough to slow them down for good? We'll see. Challenge coming out once again from Dan DeMan.
The attacker's bomb diffuser
Finds a little bit of damage, and in the meantime, Con finds Enjoy. So already DNMK now on the back foot. UC been mounting a much better defense here. They've got a good read on DNMK. They know what's going on.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
That could be a bit of a problem. DanDeMan knows of the location, but in the meantime, Con doing so much work here. DanDeMan finally goes down at the end of the day. And now there's just one remaining player, that of course being Leventus, who is being pushed from so many different sides right now. And he's not even on the right floor. 1 minute left to go. He's got a lot of work to do. 1v4. Spots out one, but a quick jiggle from side to side is going to do a little bit of damage. Scarlett is very low as well. So this is not impossible, but certainly so much work is required to make this win. And Leventus below 50 HP is going to make it very difficult. What is required to make this work? Well, here comes some flashes. Try and just make something happen. Oh, but Skalas behind this counter. Is he expecting it? He's very low. Enough bullets, but oh man. I was gonna say one, it should just be enough, but Skalas is there, playing the time perfectly. And there comes the quick peek. Headshot is found, and there it is. UC will be able to pick up another round, so no one takes a definite lead just yet. It's 2 for 2 as we head into Blue and Sunrise. Things looking a little bit testy at the moment. This could go any way. So far, it's been 1 for 1 every single time. As soon as DNMK gets a leg up, UC just make an adjustment and they come out on top in the next one. Something's got to break the cycle. Someone has to come out on top eventually. You can only have one winner of this game. Blue and Sunrise. Not the easiest site to defend, but certainly can make it happen.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Operator lineups looking pretty standard
Defuse a bomb.
compared to what we've seen in the past rounds from these teams. We've got a castle on the side of UC. to try and just stop off some of those rotations, some of those entry points, potentially. But is that going to phase DNMK is the question. We've had this back and forth so far, and DNMK, DNMK, so quick, very aggressive, moving up, putting some serious damage in, and going to destroy the shields. Trying to continue to get aggressive here. All ready to find a nice open, and this is just how it goes every single time. DNMK find a leg up, they find something, and then always UC managed to just adjust enough and clap back in the next one. Making it so difficult.
Bomb located by attackers.
Alright, now that secondary hard breaching device coming in handy there, opening up a nice little hole for DNMK to peek on through. Potentially get some kills. Leventis in the meantime gonna find out one of the players' positions, take him down. They're still putting pressure onto this angle. They haven't found anything off of it just yet. DNMK is going to cover the plant. So this is actually a really great opener here. This portion of the wall being opened up is going to be huge. Doopy does go down, but the challenge coming out from DNMK not going to come successful because the shots coming out from UC are going to be enough to take the kills, but already they're down a whole lot of players. Enjoy finds the shotgun kill. DNMK, though, managed to clean things up. The cheeky little shot from Leventis from the roof and close things out. So once again, DNMK, they will take the round, but can they break the cycle? That's the question. You see every single time this has happened have managed to adapt. It's actually going to be Kitchen, it seems. That is going to be the pick coming out from UC this time around. Confident that they can hold up the defense right over here. Certainly it is possible, but maybe this is what it takes to break that cycle. Maybe DNMK will take the lead here as we head in towards the end of the first half. Certainly we are about to find out for sure. Right now, DNMK have that one round lead as per usual, but if history is to repeat itself, UC will win this round and even things out once again. And then, if that happens, truly, it'll be difficult to say who's got the upper hand.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds left.
But I will say, so far it has been very, very close. DNMK have a chance to break the cycle here. They choose to try. Once again, approaching from ruins. Trying to get some aggression going right off the bat, as per usual. And a man going to be opening things up. And actually, KWR going to find the first kill onto Enjoy. So already, UC are indeed looking to repeat history here as DNMK goes down as well. They're looking to take this one, and they're not looking to mess around whatsoever. Oh, some nice shots from Odin, but Doopy goes down to KWR. A nice Nitro Cell getting placed down there. And now Odin and Leventis are the last two left alive, and they don't really have any site control just yet. Barely any map control to speak of, and with 2 minutes and 10 seconds still on the clock, that is some very quick work being done by UC there. They're not looking to lose out just yet. Odin successfully manages to open up the hatch. Right now they've got a lot of work to do. They have to find 4 kills here, or at least a couple to open up the site to get in for that plant. That's not going to be easy. Quite difficult for DNMK to come out on top here. Not impossible, but certainly going to be one heck of a challenge. Leventis and Odin trying to work the angles. They had the time to set up, and they are using it as best they can. Certainly quite advisable at this stage of the game.
Bomb located by attackers.
Finally, going to make their setup known. Sitting so close on towards the site, but is it going to be enough? Here comes Lion. Smoke being utilized as well. Leventis challenging. He's walking straight into the site. He's going to find the head of Skalas. Moving in towards the back. Waiting for the rotation, and he's got it right. DNMK doing everything they need to do so far. Odin and Leventis absolutely insane. They managed to find all the kills and bring this down to a 1v1. Somehow they've made it work, but who's going to win? It's going to be DNMK. Somehow they managed to bring it from a 4v2 to a 1v1 and win it out against UC. Absolute surgical work there. They slowed it all the way down and just got their setup just right. Managed to find the kills that they needed to kill. The awarenesses were there. They just made it work. Now, finally, DNMK have indeed broke the cycle against all odds. They are 2 rounds ahead now, as we will be heading in towards Hugan Billiards for DNMK. Heading into the second half, it's going to be UC's chance to attack, and DNMK going to be sitting comfy with a 2-round lead as they head in towards the defending side. Picking up the Jaeger-Wamai combo, of course, the Smoke, Malusi and Legion coming out here for the second floor defense. Ash, Gridlock, Zofia, Hibana and IQ being brought out for the side of UC. Definitely an operator lineup. I agree with the scenario. Hibana, quite a strong operator on the site. Or on the map, should I say. So definitely no surprise that she's being brought out here.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Of course, the IQ to support and take away some of that util. And the Zofia and Ash to just blow everything up. Gridlock for some zone denial and control. Now the setup coming out from DNMK here. Going to be putting some presence all across the board actually on the map. Pretty good to see. We'll see if it's enough.
5 seconds remaining.
We'll see how UC handle the attacking side.
Moving to defuse a bomb.
Approaching from ruins seems to be the popular spot now. Moving up, getting in towards the angles. Haven't been challenged just yet, so they will make their way forward. Thank you. Already making his way inside. Be opening up the walls, trying to have a look and see what he can see. Getting challenged, but manages to dodge out just in time. Waiting for a challenge somewhere else as Leventis moving through. Beachy gonna get taken down. So there's the knock from above potentially. Rez gonna have to come through from KWR, but it's a bit of a hot spot. He has to be careful. KWR does actually go down, so this is a nice hold coming out from DNMK so far. If Beachy goes down, they will be ahead. Ventus has heard the drop, but not spotting anyone out just yet.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Beachy down, getting rezzed in the final moments. It's finally going to go up, but is it too little too late? Well, it's a 3v3 at the moment. Very low in HP, Beachy has to be careful. Has to play support here. DNMK quite happy to just sit towards the site and wait for UC's move. And we'll see Odin holding this angle, waiting for something. Not going to spot anything out, but the shots give away some of the movements. Certainly Odin has the information. Is it going to be enough, though? The players are challenging, coming up with the repel from the top to just keep himself out of the line of sight from behind that shield for the moment. Come the smoke grenades, and Odin trying to spam through the doorway. Not going to connect onto anything just yet, but he's swinging, he's looking for it. Oh, and there it is. Odin finds it out. There's the diffuser as well. This has just gone absolutely wrong for UC. Things not looking too good. Sellers is down. Beachy low on HP. He's got to make this work, and he's just not looking in the right direction. DNMK will close that one out nice and cleanly. With a very good play coming out from Odin. In fact, that could have been a triple even coming out from Odin there in that round. Very nice indeed. Well, now things are looking a little bit bleak at this stage. As 5 rounds is what DNMK is sitting on right now. UC only have 2. This could be the round where DNMK win that match point, and UC, they have to try their utmost best to stop this from happening. It's going to be very difficult, but it's not impossible. Heading in towards blue and sunrise. It's going to be quite interesting. See if DNMK can hold on to this site. As UC did not seem to be able to do so. Have a look and see. 3 rounds separating UC and DNMK right now. 1 round is going to give DNMK that match point. And that's going to make things quite difficult for UC. They'll be staring down the barrel of quite a loaded gun. Certainly won't be an easy feat. But like I said, not impossible. Definitely still doable. But UC really going to have to play their absolute best here if they want to dismantle DNMK. UC starting their way on in, getting the information, moving up, getting ready to get in towards the map. Oh, just barely missed Doopy, taking down Beachy. Nice challenge coming out there. So already DNMK with the man advantage. Not only do they have the rounds, but they've got the players. 4v5. DNMK want to close this out right here. They want to get that match point. So far they've got their best foot forward, but UC can still bring this back if they do their research right. Here comes the challenge. KWR is going to find Leventus. That's a big one. The pre-fire almost taking the head off of one, but Doopy will survive for the time being as the players have started to make their way on in. KWR, does he spot that out? Yeah, he does. Yes, he does. Doopy goes down there, not looking all the way in that angle, and is going to lose out. And now, UC, they find themselves in the lead, and they can move on in towards the bomb site, slowly but surely cleaning things up. This is a good attack from UC. I said they needed their best, and it looks like they're starting to bring it at least. We'll see if it's enough. They are challenging at the moment. Certainly not going to look easy. Con trying to peek the stairs. Not going to find anyone just yet. And a very nice strat coming out from KWR to try and find somebody. Not going to land though. Oh, but this should be spotted out. There comes the shot from Zerd. Not going to connect all the way, but will find some of the damage. At least. Zerd looking for any sort of angle to find someone on 4v3 at the moment. They've still got the advantage, but the time is ticking away. 35 seconds left. They've got to execute this attack very, very quickly.
Attackers have located a bomb.
DNMK just sitting towards the site, quite happy to let UC push into their crosshairs, but they're just dismantling them one by one. But with 15 seconds left, it has to be one more kill. Odin has to get found here. They've got to find something. Shots through the soft wall, doing a little bit of damage. HP bars are very, very low on the side of UC. This Elder could be enough. Oh no, the diffuser's been dropped. That's a bit of a misplay, but finally it's starting to go down. Odin, very low on HP, has to find something. There's one. Oh, he misses the diffuser, and that is going to be the end there. He could have won that with one single bullet if he had noticed the diffuser, but he is not going to take that shot. And that's going to cost them the round, just barely being found there. Super, super close. Right down to the wire. Could have gone either way, but 3 rounds finally being found by UC here. Just 2 away from evening things out, but that's still a little bit of a hill to climb. DNMK very close to that match point. They can still make this happen. Now we're heading to Blue and Sunrise once again. And we'll see if UC will be able to do it again.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Let's have a look and see how this Blue and Sunrise defense is gonna go here for DNMK. Certainly, they need that round. They've got to find that match point. Slowly, UC is clawing their way back into this one, and the more rounds DNMK give them, the closer UC get to evening things out and giving themselves a chance at winning. DNMK can't let that happen if they want that win.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
And it could be said that UC just barely managed to win that previous round. If
Bomb located by attackers.
DNMK had pulled that final trigger, it might have just been enough to close it out. The Maestro had the chance, but didn't spot out the player. Will they be able to do it a second time? Will UC find that final shot? Who knows? Right now, Doopy taking a lot of damage. Leventis and Doopy here to challenge the push, and oh, IQ is holding that exact angle. He's aware of what's going on. He knows what's up. And he's going to find that first opening peak. UC giving themselves the best possible chance at making this work. Ooh, but did they clear out the Jaeger is the question. Oh, no, it won't be peaking in time, and the Jaeger is going to pick up another one. Here comes Odin. Is he aware? Oh, brilliant headshot. Absolutely perfect swing. KWR goes down. Oh, and there goes another. SMG in hand, not going to be enough. Dan Demand takes down Khan, but he does get traded. But that still leaves DNMK in the upper hand. Oh, and there goes Sophia. That could be it. UC have lost almost every single one of their players. It's a 1v3, and now this is possible, but it's not going to be easy. Scullis peeking out, waiting for the aggression. He knows which angle he needs to watch, and there we go. Finds Odin. 1v2. 1 minute and 10 seconds left. This is still doable. He's got some time to look for info. Enjoy and Leventis just holding on. They know they don't have to get aggressive. They can wait. That also gives Scarless time to set up. 45 seconds left. What is the game plan? Oh, here comes a potential final challenge. Scarless exactly aware of where these enemies could be hiding. Gonna toss some entry denial here. Gonna make things difficult to push through. Smoke grenade comes out. Oh, there it is. This could be enough. If he finds this head, it might be good. And there's the one. He just needs to find one more. The Malusi gadget making it so difficult. But there it is. That shot for DNMK. Gonna seal the deal for match point. Finally, they find exactly what they were looking for. Just barely. But they will make it happen. Now heading into round 10, UC find themselves very far down. DNMK sitting on match point and looking to close things out, looking to take the final round here that seals the win. And they will be heading into hookah and billiards to do that, making their final, or what could potentially be their final stand here. Iana coming out for Zerd. Interesting choice. Maybe doing a little bit of bait and switch, bit of information gathering. Iana's function certainly does fill the role. But is that switch up going to be enough to take down DNMK here? We've been looking pretty strong. UC find themselves 3 rounds behind. And DNMK have just managed to barely scrape together the extra rounds that they needed, making sure that they win when they need to win. Nothing more really to say about the setup. All this is going to come down to how these teams play. Is UC going to win those fights? Are they going to find the hits that they need? Are they going to find the picks? Well, they are making their approach once again from ruins. Preparing to crack open the sights one by one.
Bomb located by attackers.
Patchy moves in. Looking for as many angles as possible. They know that they can't make any mistakes. They have to clear absolutely everything. If they make a mistake here, it could mean the end. DNMK, they are hungry for this win. They're ready to take this one. Here comes Iana, charging on in, getting the information, pushing on up. This could have actually been quite the push if it had been for real, but, well, it certainly wasn't. It was just a little bit of a bait coming through. Try and gather some extra intel. Make sure they're heading into the site with as much knowledge as possible of what's going on. Oh, this is an interesting angle. Finds a leg, spots it out, but doesn't take the shot. Doesn't want to give away the positioning. Oh, Zerd, here he comes, charging into the site. This one's for real this time, and so are the bullets. They're going to be able to take down DNMK. He charges again. Enjoy goes down. So much damage, and wow, UC just close it out flawlessly. It was exactly the change they needed. They were holding absolutely everything, and KWR with the performance there, their quick double to finish things off. UC just barely keeping themselves in this one. And what a way to do it other than the flawless round to make things 4-6. Still 2 rounds behind. But now things are looking more and more possible as the time progresses. Hookah and billiards will be once again the site of choice for the defense.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
And this is just coming really, really close so far. You see 2 rounds away from evening things out, but once again, any mistake that they could make could mean the end for them. So they have to play this perfectly, and the switch on to Iana actually coming in quite handy there. Very useful for getting overly aggressive and seeing what happens without actually taking any serious detriments.
5 seconds left before insertion. Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse.
Well, once again, UC approaching from ruins, and a couple of other sides now this time. Getting the aggression on, and you can see they're rearing to go. They absolutely want to keep themselves in this, and they have every opportunity to do so, but now they're going to be challenged. Bandit, Jaeger, right here, ready to challenge, ready to push back. Drone is going to spot them out, but here, still on the angle, Leventis is holding it. Ooh, Doopy. Getting very close to taking some shots. Almost finds a head. Tries to quick peek it, but not going to find anything just yet. Oh, there it is. He spots the head, but it's too late. His own gets taken straight off. That's going to be a little bit of an issue. DNMK find themselves a player down, and UC giving themselves every single chance to make this work for themselves. In comes Scarlett. Peachy goes down, though. Scarlett is up close and personal. In comes Iana as well, making their attack. Pushing on up, and Dandom, man. Holding on as long as possible. Scarlett has got to find this. Charging straight on over. He's going to get taken out by the crossfire, though. And now it's just KWR, the last hope left for UC, and this might just be the final nail in the coffin for UC. DNMK could close this one out with one more kill. 1 minute and 25 seconds left, and they've got the information they need. They've got the positional information. KWR, very little chance here. But once again, it's not impossible. If he plays this well, it might just be doable, but he needs to find an opener somewhere. Trying to challenge towards the stairs, but DNMK are playing slow. They know they don't need to get too aggressive here. Oh, a little bit of damage being done to Enjoy. But a little bit of damage is not going to be enough. They need to find the kills, and with 45 seconds left, well, it's not going to be easy. KWR now slowly pushing up. Has to deal with this wire, though, so they will know that he's coming, and especially now that that goes off. 2-3 Legion Mines all together going to be doing quite a bit of damage, and they're not going to challenge. They're just going to let him bleed away bit by bit. Those Legion Mines absolutely annoying as all heck, but out they come finally. 25 HP later. KWR now challenging once again, tries to get the flick, but it's not in time, and there it is, done and dusted. DNMK will pick up the round, and they will pick up the win as well. Finally, they close things out with a no-scope, nonetheless. Odin, what a clean way to clean that up, and 7-4 is the scoreline. DNMK will be your winners here for this round, and they will progress further. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me here on the PSG Siege Showdown. It's been your boy, Patchy, and I will see you guys in the next one.